Welcome back, guys. Today is the day 24th of my series of daily coding vlogs. So let's get into it. So today we will be talking about input output in C++, or we can say that file input output, because today we will be covering both console as well as file. So let's talk about console. Sorry if I have pronounced it wrong. So as you know, for anyone who has started a journey in C++ or in any programming language, they first have to go through in console. You have to program, you have to get results in console. So of course that is basically one mean that we have seen, that is C in and C out for input output, but there are also more. And when I say more, there are actually many. I am very afraid that there are too many for me to cover in today's video, and this is a type of just an vlog series, so I will skip. But first, in order to use this, you have to define the classes, headers, and those kind of things. And also, there are things called as manipulators, not the one we watch in anime, but the manipulate data. There are user-defined manipulators, which are not that complex, and also there are user-defined manipulators with arguments, which are also not that much complex. As I am just saying, they are pretty complex. Like in this one, there is a program which will take a number and convert it into a Roman number. So it is, if you think from above, you will be thinking that how can we make a program in C++ with just pure nothing? Well, it's not like pure nothing. You will have file, you will have classes. You have to use classes here. Classes, objects, functions, strings are a big role in this one, and you will get it the program. Of course, it will be not that easy, considering that it's very weird actually. And also there are no pointers, so it won't be that hard, but there are operators. So one way or another. Also, you can also write programs which will read and write files like in C, but different from C. Like there you can character IO, then you can open file with codes which are not at one line, of course. You can copy a file with the same technique we used in C, and you can paste it as the same technique we use in C. So yep, it's pretty similar, but there is one thing different, which is record input output, which means you will be taking a file, taking the data, and then giving the data into a structure and get its output. Or you can create a file which will record some data of a particular structures like employee, age, basic salary, and convert that data into a type of file, text file actually, which are pretty interesting but pretty painful if your head is not clear. Of course, there are file opening modes. There are in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. The 8th one is like not that interesting actually. Then there are string streams, pretty nice actually, and there are object input output. I will say this is one of the best thing I have ever seen. Pretty easy and pretty much it simplifies most of it, the object thing. And of course there are, at last we have error handling, so that when you find a bug you won't crash out, and in that way we can avoid using ChatGPT or Gemini. I personally use Gemini because you know, it's right over there in Chrome, so it's pretty easy. Then there is interaction with file system in this book. This book covered the Windows version, not the Linux. And Windows use different, like Windows use NTFS and Linux you use ext3. So yep, I couldn't try it. And by looking at the codes of Windows, I think it's pretty big. Yep, that's it for today. I am pretty surprised this video is actually long. Actually, so yep, that's it for today. And we will meet tomorrow with another new video. And bye bye.